Center off of Eckerly, and he just missed the net. O'Reilly with the shot, far down, he scores!
Come from behind for a month. Now with the lead, they're getting a little wobbly. Philadelphia, they won't get it! Wow! Edwards pulls up and buries a play! Richardson tries, out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money. Daniels takes his shot for Derby.
What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? Welcome into Wednesday's edition of Pitchfork Lunch. Yes, it is. Mike, what day is it? Hump day. Ooh, that's for Mama. That'll always be for Mama. Her favorite commercial. The silliness of it, plus it's her and my dad naming Michael, and it has Mike in it. She's a big fan. But nonetheless, it is Wednesday, and I am so glad you're here with us on Pitchfork Lunch. I am, again, Michael Caratino at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as the Twitter, as you guys all know. You see the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Also, you can go to my IG, good old Instagram, michael.caratanino.5. Yes, I know you Pitchfork Lunchers know that. You can go there. You can go there. And also, don't forget, I know I have to remind you every day, watch live on YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. You can totally subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can watch live, which, again, I would absolutely love. You know that. And bring the Sun Devil Nation enjoyment to you. But you can watch live on YouTube, but also subscribe to my channel. So when you go to YouTube, you see my name, Michael Caratino, but it's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC 005 on YouTube. And subscribe, because you have missed a ton of phenomenal conversations, my friends. And conversations. We can call them interviews, but call them interviews. Some call them interviews, but again, when you get people on, whether it's coaches, players, insiders, voices, former coaches, alum, all that is there on the YouTube on Pitchfork Lunch. So again, go to YouTube and then Evans and Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ as in Big 12 champs for volleyball and football so far. 005 at MVC 005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Also, for those of you watching, you can always remind your friends that you can listen to Pitchfork Lunch on the best internet radio station on the web, the Casual Sports Radio Network. All you have to do is go to www.ksrnaz.com. Those of you watching, I see it across the bottom, but ksrnaz.com. Page will open up. Click listen live, hit play Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Bam! There is your Pitchfork Lunch. Absolutely crushing it. Absolutely rocking it. And while you're there, though, subscribe to their socials due to the fact that Casual E's got you covered when it comes to the rest of the Valley, whether it be Suns, trade deadline, is Bradley Beal going, is Jimmy Butler coming, all this madness, but the Suns, the D-backs, obviously pitchers and catchers getting closer to reporting, the Cardinals, their off season, Super Bowl, yes, is here. Eagles, Chiefs, I know a lot of people are stoked. Cardinals and the Mercury, obviously Brittany Griner, big news, just signing with, or was going to sign on February 1st, but in Atlanta, spent her whole career here, and then is headed to Atlanta. The Mercury traded for Alyssa Thomas as well. So, and again, Diana Taurasi hasn't said anything yet. So maybe one more year from the GOAT DT, maybe. Fingers crossed. That would be awesome. And so, yeah, Casual E's got all that up there for you. The Suns, the Diamondbacks, the Cardinals, the Mercury, and all obviously now our Sun Devil content, our Pitchfork Lunch content. And so stoked that Casual E invited Pitchfork Lunch to be a part of the KSRN family. So again, go to www.ksrnaz.com. Again, if you're driving, of course, I want you to watch Pitchfork Lunchers. You know this, and you can complete the sentence for me. I want you to watch. Don't drive and watch. You're smarter than that. You're Sun Devils. Pay attention to the road. But you can stream it through your Bluetooth. You can listen in your car. You're going to meet your awesome Sun Devil friends for lunch. Bam. Listen. And then when you get out, you still listen. Or, again, on X, IG, YouTube, you can watch as well. So, but we got you covered on the Casual Sports Radio Network. And again, it's just absolutely awesome to be a part of the family and all the content that Casual E has over there. So one last time, www.ksrnaz.com. Click listen live. Our page opens up, listen live, play, bam, there's Pitchfork Lunch. So last night, my friends, hey, anything happen last night? You guys recall? Did anything happen last night? Yeah. The men's hoops team Well, yes, Colorado has not won a Big 12 game. We had the awesome Kyle Dodd on yesterday. Again, big forks up. Shout out to Kyle Dodd, again, the former basketball alum and the radio analyst on the Sun Devil Sports Network for men's hoops. And, man, I mean, our conversation, it's almost like Kyle had a crystal ball and was just kind of lending it to me, which, again, I'll take. But when we were talking about Adam Miller, and he had to step up last night, for those that watched, saw, because of, again, a guy like BJ Freeman, who Kyle was talking about, definitely coming into his own, getting more comfortable, but how he can score. But, yeah, they get the win. They're 12-8 now, 3-6 in conference play, which, again, getting better. 5-3 at home, now 2-4 away. 5-1 on neutral sites. Like I said, you're doing that good on neutral sites. And yeah, I know it depends on the opponent and yes, how you play, but neutral sites, you're controlling that. That's not a bad thing to have, especially going into tournament play. Colorado, they beat Colorado last night 70-68, maybe a little closer than it should have been, because like you said, Colorado, struggling, but ASU, again, JQ, not there last night, but man, the player we mentioned, Sean Phillips Jr., played 29 minutes last night, had 9 rebounds, scored 13 points, 9 boards, 2 blocks on the night. And but Adam Miller, I mean, look at that. And, well, okay, so let's set it up, because if you did watch the game, I mean, 76-8 is the final. Adam Miller, by the way, did not travel on that the play towards the end of the game, the end of the game, did not travel. He got hammered. I was watching and listening, because even watching, I'm like, what? And then I was listening to Tim Healy and Kyle Dodd, and he's saying, like, how can that be a travel? Like, how can that even possibly be a travel when he got crushed like that? And you see it. Yeah, it's traveling after you got crushed. But that being said, and it was tough that 2 free throws were missed late, but Adam Miller stepped up, because BJ Freeman took it seemed like, when you look at the replay, it seemed like he just took like a knee to the quad, went into the locker room, came back out after a little bit. It seemed like he tried to see if he'd go, but he couldn't. So JQ ready to make the trip. Now BJ Freeman is out. And it's like, okay. And Adam Miller, again, even for that, completely stepping up. I mean, Miller led the team in scoring last night. You talk about leadership. The only thing that, is the blemish, and I will say, because it was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Only took 2 shots, and that was late in the game, and it could have made it a 4-point game with, I think, how late in the clock was it? Under 10 seconds. But he shot 70% from the field, 7 for 10, and that, which includes obviously 7 for 10, but 4 for 5 pitchfork launchers. Let this sink in. Let this one sink in. 4 for 5 from the 3-point line. Like, Adam Miller, just, they're shorthanded. They're in altitude, like we talked about yesterday. And he was 4 for 5, 80% from the 3-point line. Now, the team was 7 for 22, which is 31%, but they were 4 for 16 in the first half. 25% there, as you guys can tell, as you guys know. But in the second half, they shot 50%, 3 for 6. They only took 6, but they shot 50%. So 32% for the night shooting. Free throw wise, now in the first half, they were 5 for 6, 83.3%. The second half, they get to the line 26 times. That, you'd love to see that. They were 19 to 26, 73% on the road. All right. Like I said, you want to get wins and keep going further. Those free points, either to extend the lead, or close in without the clock running. Got to make those. But Yeah, Bashir Jihad got a technical foul last night, but for Adam Miller, I mean, again, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, like 39 minutes. And again, BJ Freeman, who played 3 minutes, or no, sorry, check that, 4 minutes, had 3 points in 4 minutes. He was 1 for 2 overall, and that was from behind, 1 for 2 field goal, but he was, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. So, but then, yeah, he went out quite early. Trevor Best did play. He got 1 minute of playing time. He picked up a personal foul and had a turnover. And I laughed because, like Kyle and I were talking about yesterday, it's not, just he's been in practice a little more now. And yeah, exactly. Right before Christmas, this kid, it was, in high school. So they had a scholarship open, and he came in and, going through practice, and you lose BJ Freeman, but Amir Ali in 27 minutes definitely stepped up. 6 points, but pulled down 7 boards, and all defensive, which again, I love to see because stopping those second chance points. But Amir Ali stepped up. But yeah, Adam Miller, I mean, that leadership. And again, like he said, he likes to talk, he wants to, he was asked, he doesn't just sit there and tell people, but leading by example. And Adam Miller, this young man, I mean, the guy's, again, 7 for 10 altogether from the field, 4 for 5 from 3. So he was 3 for 5 from inside the arc. He said 18 points, 6 assists, 4 boards, 2 steals. I mean, that is a hell of a performance. And yeah, Colorado goes, ASU was up by 7, 33-26 at half. You watch the first half, because Colorado made a few shots late in the first half, or made a little bit of a run. But I think Colorado, who got outscored by 7, outscored ASU by 5 in the second half, 42-37. But yeah, I mean, look, if you watched, and like you said, it's a tough job. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole on the show. We got more important things to talk about, but come on. That the foul on Adam Miller, you call a foul, and then, I mean, okay, if Bashir Jihad did deserve a technical, guys, it should have been a double tech if you saw the play unfold. Again, they won 70-68 on the road. You can take that with you. And like Kyle said yesterday, you got to start turning, these close games into wins, but you beat them by 20 on your home court and you hold on for the 2-point victory, but you earn it. And it's, 70-68. I mean, the one thing that we said, I mean, turnover wise, ASU had 17 to Colorado's 12. So you're already, a +5. So, I mean, it's, if you take away theirs, they had, 5 turns with 7 again. And then Coach Hurley has been harping on that too much. The guys have been accountable for it. I mean, a lot of the post game, have played for you. They've been asked about the turnovers, and they're not trying to do that, as we all know. But yeah, you get deeper, you get into conference play. And now that you've been through a lot of these teams once, Colorado's second time, and now it is officially ticking down to that team from down south being up here on Saturday, 11 a.m. Again, CBS, 11 a.m. and be at breakfast at a DFA, guys. Breakfast at Desert Financial Arena. But 11 a.m. and Arizona will Arizona again will be up here just getting that victory against Iowa State in overtime. Again, Caleb Love hit that insane half-court shot to force overtime. And then and then they win it in overtime, giving them a ginormo win. And let's see. And they play tonight, I want to say. And look, standings wise, ASU again 3-6 in conference, and again Colorado 0-9 now after that, and they were 9-0 coming in, or no, they were 9-2 because they're 9-11 right now. Yeah, they were 9-2 coming in, and they have lost obviously 9 in a row. But they're 0-9, and then you got Cincinnati at 2-7, K-State at 2-6, Oklahoma State at 2-6, and then ASU at 3-6, TCU at 3-5, and then Utah and UCF at 4-5. So again, they're in that mix to where they can definitely jump up. But yes, it is going to take grinding. It is going to take wins. Arizona is 8-1. Their only losses to Texas Tech, who's number 22 in the country, and but I mean, Houston's 8-0. They're up top. Iowa State is now 7-2 because Houston came in this week ranked 6. Iowa State 3, Houston 6, Kansas, pardon me. Sorry, Kansas fans. The Jayhawks at 11, and then Texas Tech at 22. Arizona 8-1, 14-6 now, not ranked, but I have a sneaky suspicion, depending on what they do, how tonight against. Oh, no, they don't. How Saturday goes. Arizona probably would be in the top 25. But yeah, Caleb Love just again buried that shot. But for ASU, look, you need to. It is, and I'm gonna get into more of it, but yeah. And Alston Mason talking about, he's got to get his one. He wants to get his victory against the team from down south because his dad, I think, had won in his time here, Alton Mason, and then Kyle Dodd was saying they only got one against theirs. I mean, again, it was the reign of terror. All right, it was the reign of I shouldn't say terror. It was the reign of vomiting for Sun Devil fans, Sun Devil Nation in that area. But you know what? Onward and upward. And like I said, 11 a.m. CBS national game. All those people, people say East Coast bias. Well, guess what? It's 1 p.m. and all those eyes will be on it back there. So again, not just a good performance, got to get a win. But we'll get into more of that as we go on. Also, hockey, my friends, they are headed to Ohio because they are taking on Miami of Ohio. Well, actually, I think they're there. They are already there as they take them on, or they're headed there right now, but they take them on Friday. And after, the split with Colorado College, but for Coach Powers, I mean, this team, guys, just crushing it, man, just absolutely crushing it. And so, I mean, for Coach Powers, look, this team, you come off that split with Colorado College again, that Saturday game, again, I was there for it, heard from Coach Powers, also heard from Ryan Kerwan and Charlie Shane, 2 goals each in that game, and you figure, man, 4 goals. They're looking good. They killed every power play, but full strength goals. I mean, some just again screens on Gibson Homer, and he's a big goalie. But again, you just get bodies in front, laser a shot or two, and it's in a blind spot and just gets by. And look, hats off to Colorado College, man. They were very extremely desperate for a win, and like Coach Powers said the other day, it'll be we'll see how they respond. But yeah, 14-9-1 overall, 9-5 in conference play in NCHC. Loving that. They're 7-4-1 at home, 7-5 away. So it's again, you're oh yeah, 7-4-1 at home, 7-5-0 away. But yeah, I mean, they are taking on Miami of Ohio, and 5:00 Friday. I'll mention that again, but it's on NCHCTV.tv. Also, you can hear it on Fox Sports 910 radio-wise. And both days, Friday and Saturday, February 1st, are at 5 p.m. So, but I mean, yeah, and you look at, again, what this team has done. I mean, you got to get solid goalie play, which they've gotten from both. And, as a team gets healthier, as the team has gotten healthier, and you see what these lines can do, guys, I mean, it's awesome. So I'll get into more of that a teeny bit. And also, for softball, I know I told you baseball gets going February 14th. Softball gets started next a week from tomorrow. They are playing in the Kajikawa Classic, and yeah, the Kajikawa Classic, and which will again all be at Farrington Stadium, Club Farrington, as they say. But Maryland, Miami of Ohio, Minnesota, and Cal, along with ASU. Will be here, and that's how they start their season. So, and then the next weekend, the 13th, another old Pac-12 foe, Cal first week, Oregon, will be here for the Littlewood Classic, which has Oregon, North Dakota, Weber State, another Pac-12 old foe in Washington. We know how good they have been. And then Belmont and Utah Valley are all here. So that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Oh, and Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's coming up too. Again, this roster, looking at it for Megan Bartlett. Yeah, there's some new faces. Definitely some new faces, but returner wise, oh yeah, Acuna, the junior outfielder, again, who obviously our older sister, Yanni was here. She is back. Kelsey Hall, who had a heck of a season last year as well, the outfielder. She's back. Tanya Windle, same with her. But yeah, there's quite a few new faces to Coach Bartlett's team, and I look forward again to catching up with Coach Bartlett and players as well. So we do have that coming up. And then also baseball guys get started, like I said, February 14th, and Ohio State, again, who was here for a 4-game series last season. They definitely still have freezing weather back there, so they want to come out here. And although it was overcast and rainy today, I'm sure a lot of you know that. But yeah, I mean, they'll be here February for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 14th through 16th at Phoenix Muni, and you guys know that. And then on Monday, the next day, ASU also plays Austin P. That's on President's Day, and then and then Oral Roberts is here the 21st through the 23rd. And then they go to LA, guys, keeping it Pac-12, Pac-10, Pac-12 rivalry going. As you see, they'll be in LA to take at Jackie Robinson Stadium to take on the Bruins 25th and the 26th, Tuesday, Wednesday, midweek series. So I don't know if you got a chance, you maybe get out there for, one of the games, or both of the games if you can. But yeah, it's like I said, it's 25th, 26th UCLA. So, and then they do take on USC at Phoenix Muni March 18th later on. So yeah, not a 3-game series, but at least you see some old Pac-12 foes in there as well, and the Grand Canyon as well too. They will play this year. But roster-wise, guys, it's again, there's quite a few solid. I mean, Coach Bloomquist, they retained in this day and age. Again, a lot of players, but they brought in some. Obviously, they hit some in the transfer portal as well. But you got a guy like Jax Ryan that's back. New Contradas healthy and back. And I know I played their sound obviously in the fall, but New Contradas back out there. And see Kian Vu. I mean, the year he had last year, junior. So he's looking to just build on that as well. Cole Carlone, pitcher, is back, who can also play a little bit of first base if need be. And we'll get into more of that. But Lucas Kelly, Wyatt Halverson, back from last year. Jacob Tobias came back, which is, again, huge for the Devils. Josiah Cromwick, Ben Jacobs pitching back, Isaiah Jackson in the outfield back, Brandon Compton, what this young man has done, just again, absolutely awesome. And again, look forward to getting him back on the and a lot more of the guys too this year. Again, just building up, working to it. So we'll bring you Sun Devil baseball and softball as well, plus water polo. I'm not going to forget about that, and we'll see what we can get tennis and track wise. Like, again, it is all going on. But yeah, Brandon Compton back. Also, Josh Butler, sophomore. Again, pitch where I saw some, spot appearances for him last year. But Josh Butler's back. Sean Fitzpatrick, who again had a hell of a season, is back as well. Jonah Giblin is back. And yeah, so those are the returners. And again, Coach Bloomquist in his 4th year, but the new pitching coach, Jeremy Accardo, brought in from him. Also heard from the hitting coach, Jason Ellison. So yeah, it's again, it's exciting. It's exciting time. See what they brought back, see what they have, but also like pitching wise, and again, where they'll be in like the lab has been talking about. Again, we'll get on out there and talk to Coach Accardo as well, and sit down again. Some pitchers, some players, pitchers, fielders, stuff like that. So we're gonna build up into meeting Sun Devil baseball and, like I said, softball as well too. So that will be very, very awesome. So I'm gonna take a quick break, but when we get back, we're gonna dive into basketball more last night and what the Devils were able to do right, and also talk a little bit more hockey too, because Miami, Ohio coming up. So we will get to all of that, but more Pitchfork Lunch coming up.
KSRN has an inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use.
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McConnell.
Bird Gang, I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending the message out to the world.
Always relaying that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
This is the sound of a racing heart. It's beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. There's a child waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
Project you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it? Well, it's time to call the team at Customer First Solutions. Customer First is your one-stop shop for all home repairs, from full interior and exterior painting to handyman services, drywall repair, electrical, and plumbing. Customer First has the most competitive prices in the Valley. Your flat rate quote is based on the square footage of your home, and that includes wall repair. All Customer First technicians are licensed, bonded, and fully background checked for your assurance. Call or text Customer First Solutions at 480-877-0255 for your free quote. Customer First Solutions, where our customers and their homes are our first priority. First Solutions at 480-877-0255 for your free quote. Customer First Solutions, where our customers and their homes are our first priority. Got a big painting project you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it? Well, it's time to call the team at Customer First Solutions. Customer First is your one-stop shop for all home repairs, from full interior and exterior painting to handyman services, drywall repair, electrical, and plumbing. Customer First has the most competitive prices in the Valley. Your flat rate quote is based on the square footage of your home, and that includes wall repair. All Customer First technicians are licensed, bonded, and fully background checked for your assurance. Call or text Customer First Solutions at 480-877-0255 for your free quote. Customer First Solutions, where our customers and their homes are our first priority.
This is the sound of a racing heart beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. Waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org. This is the sound of a racing heart.
KSRN has an inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use. Are you good?
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McCollum.
Bird gang. I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending the message out to the world.
Always relaying that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona.
And yes, welcome back into Pitchfork Lunch. A little hockey there, a little love. Ryan Kerwan's second goal. Was that a second goal? Well, one of his two goals of the game from this past Saturday night. And for those listening on KSRN, again, I am Michael Carrasino at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. See the show live there every day, Monday, Friday, 12 to 1. My IG, Michael.Carrasino.5. The YouTube channel, subscribe. It's at Evans and Michael V's and Victory Season Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. And also, like you heard on the Casual Sports Radio Network. Again, so stoked that Casual E has Pitchfork Lunch, part of their broadcast family. Again, Cardinals, Suns, D-backs, Mercury, it's all there. I keep wanting to say Coyotes too, except for the fact that they're not there here anymore, which sucks, but that's why we have ASU hockey. But those that are listening on KSRN, again, I'll put this up again. It was Ryan Kerwan's one of his two goals Saturday night against Colorado College, and again, just absolutely crushing it. And you know, other man might have been a little bit. And you're excited. And yeah, so again, Kerwan now has, I want to say 16 goals on on the season, yeah, on the season now, 16 goals, leading the team also, but double digits, got the double, guys, double in assists. He's got 10 assists on the season. He leads the team, though, with 16 goals. Artem Slane has 9. And then we have a few guys with 8. Bennett Shimmick has 8. And Colin Potter, who, again, has been out, he has 8 goals as well. Kyle Smolin has 7. Charlie Shane has 3 now, and he got 2 this last weekend. So, starting to get warm. Puck finding the net. Maybe Charlie Shane goes on a nice goal scoring run, which, again, with the rest of this team, just absolutely would be absolutely awesome. Noah Beck and Lucas Sillinger, man, still just dishing the puck. Their line mates loving what they're doing, and again, just getting the puck to them in the right spot on the tape. And man, Noah Beck with 19 assists, Lucas Sillinger with 18 assists, and like I said, Beck's got 4 goals and Sillinger has 3. But I mean, Bennett Shimmick, who has 8 goals, also has 14 assists. Artem Slane, who's 9 goals, has 13 assists. Kyle Smolin, who I said has 7 goals, he also has 13 assists. So again, I mean, obviously in hockey, and guys, I know some of you think I might be talking down to some that don't watch hockey. I'm not, or they don't get it. But like, yes, the puck has to keep moving, but it's just the way the lines are playing together, getting comfortable with your line mates, getting that, the puck to them. Obviously, yeah, the smoother the better. Of course, there's probably, going to be some roadblocks in the way, but that to me is just the way. And, yeah, you expect a lot from the first line, second line, but the fourth line, I mean, they've scored some goals as well too. And you sit there and you look at it, and your fourth line, you see your forechecking line, for those that don't watch hockey or aren't big into hockey, but your fourth line, again, not that they can't score, and not that they're just out there to play defense, because again, no pun intended, you don't want to be on your heels, obviously, and just let teams keep firing pucks at the net. But I mean, just how Coach Powers has had to deal with, yes, not being fully healthy in the beginning, but getting guys back and guys getting their hockey legs back and going forward and forward and forward. So it's one of those things where, like, again, Ryan Kerwin, this young man, just crushing it. But defensively, defensively, the way they've been playing too, just very, very big fan of, I got to say. And then, yeah, when you look at the goalies, I mean, look, Gibson Homer, we know what he did last year. He's, played in 11 games, started 11 games. The other 13 have went to Luke Pavicic. And he's allowed 31 goals. Gibson Homer 26. Both of them, 2.37 and 2.38 goals allowed on average. But they're going up 9, or Pavic's 9 power play goals. Gibson Homer 3. Shorthanded goals, Homer's unfortunately sacrificed 2. But I mean, you look at 338 saves for Pavic, 301 for Homer, and then a 916 save percentage for Luke Pavicic, and a 920 save percentage for Gibson Homer. So, I mean, this guy, again, what they're doing in the net, if you haven't seen him play again this weekend, obviously you can't, because, well, I mean, unless you're, hey, I should take that back. My apologies. You can watch them, yes, but seeing them play live, you can watch them. As again, it's on nchc.tv, Fox Sports 910 radio. You can listen as well. But yeah, I mean, what they've done, again, just absolutely awesome. So love what Coach Powers is doing, guys. Get on out there. February 7th and 8th, number 5, Denver, and they're going to be PO'd, guys, and we'll talk about it more. Talk about PO'd and rivalries. Well, ASU's starting a really good one with Denver, sweeping them up there. And then we got the team from down south here, the Kitty Cats, here on Saturday. So at 11 a.m., don't forget, I'll remind you tomorrow. But, hey, tomorrow, aiming for a guest, little tease there. So I'll let you know. Don't worry. But I got to keep you honest. But yeah, everybody have a great rest of your Mike, what day is it? Hump day. Woo, woo. Yep, that's for Mama. Always for Mama. But have a phenomenal rest of your Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow. And yeah, it's like for women's volleyball set, and they got a lot of new additions too. Hashtag our state. And yes, you guys know it. Phenomenal rest of your day. But as always, forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
The 27-yard line. That's a great call. Blake Baker, Funnel will put it up, throws over the middle. Touchdown. Great flag.
That's a way. Trying to center off with Eckerly, and he just missed the net. O'Reilly with the shot. Far down, he scored.
For a month. Now with the lead, they're getting a little wobbly. Philadelphia, they won't get it. Wow.
Edwards pulls